Chand, thank you so much for joining the call and appreciate your time that you are giving to us and all the international students out there. And thanks for being generous to give your time over the weekend. We really appreciate. So, Chand, please, tell me a little bit about when did you join Elevate Me, and before that, before you joined Elevate Me, what were the struggle look like? What were you doing on your own, and when did you graduated? Please share a little bit.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I graduated in May 2023, and then I was working for a couple of companies, but it's not like a full-time job. So I did struggle, especially in 2024. That was my most challenging year. I've basically figured that I won't be able to get a job by myself, and like I need someone's help. I can't upskill, and I also can't send a lot of applications, so I need some help there. So it's also a game of numbers. That's what I thought. So yeah, I think I joined in December 2024. So I requested them to speed up the process so I can go to marketing right away, and they were really gracious and generous to do that. So yeah.
That's amazing, Chand. Yeah, thanks for sharing. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it's very important that to seek outside help, and on your own you don't get enough time, right? You have a OPT, you have to do some job outside part time, may get paid, may not get paid. Also, you don't have enough time to do job application and preparation and upskill. It's just not enough time in the day, right? To do all of that together.
Yeah, I mean, to do it the right way is something that I lacked, right? So it's not
Mhm.
just like sending the applications for me, it's like sending it to the
Mhm.
right industry, what they're looking for, putting myself in the HR shoes. This takes a
Mhm.
lot of time. And if you're focusing on quality, you can never get those numbers while you're doing some other things too. So which is where I thought like it would be more efficient for me to do this, seek someone's help, but also like I checked other options where they're like trying to distort the truth, right? So putting some other like
Fake
things that are not true
experience.
on your resume.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not comfortable with that. And I think if you really ask me, the reason I joined ElevateMe is because of that. So there's like some kind of reliability and honesty there that I thought, okay, I really want to get a job, but I want to get it the right way. So that's, I think for me, more than the job is like the way that they're giving you a job or offering help. I think that's what sold me to join them.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I think most people join us because of we don't have any fake experience or inflate the resume, and we try to do it in the most legitimate way. But thanks for sharing that. That completely makes sense. So Chand, before you joined Elevate Me, what was the doubt in your mind, like about the Elevate Me, about the as you know, there are other people does illegitimate things. How did you come to conclusion, and what was the doubt before you joined Elevate Me?
Yeah, so obviously it's very scary because I did speak with a lot of people. The promise is there, right? The offer is there, but then everybody's going to do their best to offer. So, like I said, for me, when I spoke with the salespeople, I was really convinced and they were like confident about it. And they were like laying out the process for me. And that clarity was good for me. So it's not just about application. They're also like focused on upskilling, right? And like they are investing a lot in you, like midweek sessions. It's not just about your technical skills. It's also about like your soft skills, how to make a resume. So there's not just these skills are something that you take, into like other aspects of life too, like in the future. So that's something that I liked. Although I regret not taking full advantage of that, because I was like looking for, more opportunities for interviews. Yeah, Deepthi is the one who was assigned to me, and she did a great job. Yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah, thanks for sharing. So basically, joining Elevate Me was for like, hey, I have to do something different. I have to take some risk, and that's why you joined Elevate Me, and it kind of, there's a legitimacy, and you said, okay, I'm gonna try it. That's what your decision making was like. Let's take this risk, or
yeah.
what?
Also, I didn't have money back then. Like I was kind
Mhm.
of broke, and I was looking for an option
Someone who
where someone would
understands.
help me for free, but also like, maybe in the future I can repay them. So that's the principle upon which you guys work. And it really worked for me back then because I really needed help, but I couldn't pay much, which was like something that Elevate Me is also like that really helped me.
That's amazing, man. Thank you. So, Chand, after you joined Elevate Me, what are the first few things you noticed which was like, oh wow, this is amazing, I'm getting a lot of value. What are the first few things that you felt like really good?
I think one thing for me was to get connected with other people. Otherwise, you're always feeling lonely. So you see other people just like you, and then you say, okay, there are other people. That's something that I noticed. And also, like the call with Needy and Michelle, right? So they would try to understand your specific need and really try to empathize with you as to what you want and like how you can like it's not just like robotic or mechanical. They're really trying to get into your journey and really help you and what you lack. So that kind of investment from them into like different people, I think, was really helpful. And the activities that they made us do, like in the midweek sessions, especially from Michelle, I think that's really, really nice. Like she's, like I said, it's not just trying to get a job. It's like, more about like improving your personality. And the skills that you take from here are going to use them in the future wherever you go. So that's really nice. Yeah.
Nice. That's amazing, man. Thanks for sharing. So, during those interview prep session and one-on-one sessions that you were taking, like what are the some of the things that you saw improvement in yourself, like okay, yes, I'm like, oh, this is amazing, I wish I knew this better. Like what are some of the things that you noticed in those calls?
The one thing I definitely struggled with was like, how do I make a good resume? And that's
Mhm.
something that I changed my perspective after like speaking with Michelle. Yeah, because she's been in the game for a lot of time, and she told us like, what are the recruiters actually seeing, and what does your resume have? You only have a couple of seconds for the recruiter just to see your resume, right? So you have to wow her in that time. So there's a lot of small things that I missed that are very, very crucial because it's just like the decision is going to be made in like a matter of seconds for the recruiter. And to make your resume stand out, I think all that goes into that. I think that's what for me was really important. And she gave us opportunities to make our own resume, and she would critique them. So it's not like they would do everything. So like I said, it's like a participation where we have to do it. So I really like that.
Yeah, like both of us working together, right? Elevate Me and you working in tandem to reach at
Yeah.
the greater success.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, great. Thanks for sharing. Now, please tell us like where did you landed the job, the pay, the role? Tell us some information about that and about your success story so that others can get inspired that are listening to you right now.
Yeah. So the way I got the job is like towards the end. It's kind of like last ball six, if you want to use a cricket analogy. So a lot of applications, getting some opportunities for interviews, but none of them is clicking. But then there's this, when the time is right, it just came to me. And there's this company called Geotab, 5 rounds of process. With each round, there's like a technical presentation too, and they're like Sagar back then really helped me. Like when I was doing my presentations, he would check the technicality of my work, and then that would give me confidence. And then I would also like do a mock presentation with him because I was supposed to do a presentation to my manager and his manager. So it really helped me with the confidence. And when I gave the presentation, I did a very good job. And yeah, I'm working as a data scientist right now. I got the job in July 2025 with a 106K package. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. 106K is a life-changing money from nothing, right? So it's like American dream right there. Well, Chand, thank you so much for sharing your success story with us and inspiring others out there to keep going and keep looking for a job. Appreciate your time, man. I know you have to leave and you jumped on the call. Really grateful for your time and your energy that you spent here today. Any last thing that you want to say before we end the call?
Uh, I know that I'm keeping myself anonymous, but you can check me on LinkedIn. If you check out my profile, Geo tab, my name is Chan of Water Party. So you can hit me up and we can chat if you want. So yeah,
Thank you, man. Thanks for offering that help. Thank you so much, man. Bye bye.
thank you so much.